This is Tom R., Superintendent, Bellevue Community School District in Bellevue, Iowa, coming to you with this week's Believe in the Blue update. This will be a quick update, I think, overall. One thing I want to tell you, we are still working on the Bellevue Elementary, looking at a potential new building to go to a vote to the voters in either September or December that way. Just so you're aware, I think this is a tax that would come out that would ultimately be one that you know exactly where that money's going. A lot of times we pay taxes that we hear it's going this place or that place, but really don't know what it's doing. This is one situation where you would know exactly where it is going. That building's probably somewhere between a $13 and $15 million building. We look about 20 years, and with that, it would be roughly for an average house in Bellevue, Iowa, it would be roughly $30 a month for taxes that would end in 20 years. That way, it would not continue after that in that regard. So just want to let you know that aspect that way of what's going on. We actually had a group of a few school board members and some staff members, some community members went to the Quad City area. We toured Hamilton Elementary, which is done, which is a renovated building in Moline. That way, it was in addition to a current building, they renovated the old part, then added on to it that way. Then we went to Grant Wood Elementary in Bettendorf that they're still building. Two different buildings in many ways, but similar concepts, similar ideas overall, based all on student learning and what is best for the students. And then we also visited the athletic complex at the North Scott Schools in Eldridge, just north of Davenport there. Not looking at building an athletic complex at all, but just wanted to see different type of building and what could be done. And it was a nice visit that way there as well. So all three were outstanding learning opportunities for us. I'll share some pictures at upcoming meetings that we have on down the line, but I did want you to know that. Second thing I want to talk about also here is we have our tax rate in the community will actually be going down this year, only about 3 cents, 3 or 4 cents, but it will be going down, and that is just a common thing that we've been working to do over the last several years. So just for your awareness, it'll be roughly 12.16 that way per thousand. So you're aware of that way. We also want to tell you no school update. We have no school next Friday, which is March 30th. That way, due to our spring break, and then we have no school also on Monday and Tuesday, April 2nd and April 3rd. So once again, no school Friday, March 30th, and no school Monday and Tuesday, April 2nd and 3rd, returning back to school on April 4th. Awareness of that. Also want to make you aware things are getting closer to being spring out there, although this weekend it sounds like, I just looked at National Weather Service, I have a little hourly graph, and over the last 24 hours the amount of snow has actually increased by about 4 inches. We're up to right around 8 inches or a little more when I looked this morning at about, I think it was about 5:15 this morning I looked, and that's what it said on there. So I was just happy that it's not today or it's not tomorrow that we're not going to miss another day of school. So looking at the positives that way, track season has began. We have had some indoor meets. We have another indoor meet. This is the River Valley Conference indoor meet, and that is at the University of Dubuque Athletic Complex. That is today for both our boys and girls teams. Saturday, we have a youth baseball clinic hosted by Coach Boniface and his team. So that is Saturday morning. Just contact the school if you have questions about that. And Sunday, we have an archery fun shoot fundraiser out there that way as well. And want to congratulate the archery team for advancing some people on to nationals and doing extremely well at the state competition that way. Once again, the people involved with that, I know several years ago, Gary Patillo kind of got that going. I want to thank him for that effort that way. I know Mr. Ruff has helped out, Mr. Hinkey's helped out, Julie Deasing is always helping out that way as well. So I want to thank them for giving another opportunity for our students to demonstrate their skills and to help them build for future greatness and to basically help them capitalize on what they are doing well and to do better and better at it and constantly persevere and do the best that they can possibly do. Some other things here, looking at outdoor track meet next Thursday. The girls track has a meet scheduled at Northeast. And then if you really want to talk spring, next Monday or April 2nd, we have a boys and girls golf meet versus Cascade a boys golf meet at Cascade that way. So we'll go from there. I just want to tell you a little bit from a quick book here, Reach for Greatness by Yang Zhao. talks a little bit about greatness, and I just want to touch on this very quickly. You know, greatness comes from lots of efforts, but it can only be built on passion and strengths. If a person has no interest in a domain, it is unlikely that he or she would be intrinsically motivated to put in the necessary efforts needed for greatness. An education that aims to cultivate greatness needs to be one that supports passion and enhances strengths instead of fixing deficits or closing gaps. So just thinking about the whole aspect there about just building on greatness that way. We have to look at where students' interests are. We have to design our curriculum in order to meet standards around their interests and to really truly help them achieve for not just now, but for their future. And as Bill Daggett would say, the primary aim of education is not to enable students to do well in school, but to assist them to do well in their lives outside of school. On that note, I'm going to close it out for today here. Hope everyone has a great day. Feel free to come out and visit. We also have a School Improvement Advisory Council meeting at 7:15 a.m. on Friday, April 13th. Yes, it's Friday the 13th, but it works out to be one of the best days that way. So I will talk to all of you later. Have a great week.